On our full mobility chiropractic jam line, we've got, I believe that is Smash and Dash for Dam City, and I can see the purple skate, so that is Rocket for the Deers. Once our NSOs and refs are all ready, we will start this game. If you're finding the bleachers or the chairs are uncomfortable, you can donate $5 to Chinook City, and you actually get to sit on that comfy couch just there to our left. I think there's space for 4 or 5 people on there. You should get there on there, Panic. If you go up there, you can be in the camera. Go up further. A little bit further. There you are. You're in the camera. You're in the feed. Yeah, you were. Right about. We can see her head. Oh, I forgot it's delayed. Keep forgetting the feed's delayed. I'm gonna have some fun today. I'm gonna pull up the. I want to pull up the chat on YouTube. So if anyone has any questions, they can ask them, and I can answer them.
When do we do various sponsorships?
Whenever we want. So penalty box, like when someone goes to penalty box, or head to the Genuine penalty box, or just drop it as much as possible. Awesome. I didn't do this track at all yesterday, so.
Mike's vocals fly, because his voice is very deep and it's kind of graphic.
Yeah.
The vocals fly that I was picking up off of that because of that shitty USB interface that I had was like, on the stream, it sounds static. With that.
Let me go to live. Live. Nope, I don't want that live. I want the other live track. Where's track 2 live? Live. There we go. It's looking like we're just about ready. It's like starting blockers for the Deers. We got Dewey Decimate, Locomotivator, Glitch, and Luscious Lynn. I can see Diva and Gingivitis for blockers. Can't see the out there. That's 519. That's Ruckus too. And Kitty Carnage, your blockers for the Dam City.
And the first jam has begun.
Rocket almost out of space on the inside there, was cut off. And Rocket is through for lead.
With Smash and Dash not far behind.
Rocket coming up. Calls that jam off. Snuck 1 point in, called it off. Any jam, you do score more points than the other team. That is a win. Yesterday, the Jane Deers beat Evil over on track 2, and Dam City beat Avalanche City here on track 1.
We've got Snarly Simon jamming for the Dam City Rollers and Budge for the Jane Deers.
Budge chased.
That's who's next, or as well?
No, that's so. So this is your.
The whole line.
This is yes, that's your jammers, and then this will be all your. So across the top of the across the top of your screen with the stars, your jammers, and then it is followed by your 4 blocking positions when the rosters are filled out. Blair block, jumping for the first time, this time against Salem Bitchcraft. Solid massive bodies there. And Blair breaks through.
Jane Deere's taking lead jam.
Our third lead jam of the game. Blair hits it and quits it after one.
Tying up the score, 4-4.
Now Karma on the track for the Deers.
Chaos for the Dam City Rollers.
Chaos pushing on that Deer's tripod. Does manage to get through. There's a forearm call on Hermione Danger. She'll go to the box and feel shame.
The Deers sneaking a couple of quick points before calling the jam. A single point.
Chaos snuck one in there as well. Chaos was knocked out by Chevy, but they did score 1 point before they did get knocked out. Rocket now back at the top of the rotation.
Facing Smash and Dash.
Oh, Glitch with a solid hit on Smash and Dash, but Dash able to stay up. And Smash gets Dam City's first lead jam of the game. And Dash able to get 3 points.
Dam City Rollers taking the lead.
You'll see Hermione's in the box, so Dash doesn't actually score the point for Hermione until she passes the blocker on the track, and then they count as 2. You don't get them automatically when you pass them in the box. You have to actually pass another blocker. Budge and Snarly Simon. Oh, Budge almost had a hole, but cut off by Cakes. And Snarly Simon, back-to-back lead jams. Chevy leaning on Cakes. Oh. And in unison, Chevy and Budge go down. Budge cycled way back by Jester. And Budge is called on a back block. That puts a power jam for Snarly Simon. A perfect opportunity for Dam City to really open up this game now.
Taking a strong lead, 14-5 for the Dam City Rollers to the Jane Deers.
Just in case, but I know it's not going to happen. High scoring jam. No, just here. Smash and Dash jamming again. Gets lead, but falls down and is cycled back. Nothing worse than getting through the pack and having to go through it a second time. But Dash makes short work of it. Smash chased by Glitch and Luscious Lynn. Dash opts to call that off. They did get 3, and I have a feeling Calgary's going to be calling a timeout. You can tell because Tiki's walking to the line right opposite the timekeeper. So Calgary will be calling a timeout here shortly, usually at 5 seconds. There we go. Each team is given 1 time or 3 timeouts per game. And while we have this timeout, we'll start reading. We'll get Phil to list off some sponsors here.
Yes, generous donations were made by the Carriage House Dine and Stay package, which includes a one-night stay in a premium room with a full hot breakfast buffet for up to 2 people and a $50 credit to any of our our 4 food and beverage outlets. You can get raffle tickets today, $2 donation. Tickets can be collected at the Chinook City merch table.
What else can you win?
Oh, well, there's Devon and Lang, a $150 gift card, Valmira Delights gift card, a Callaway Park 4 general admission tickets, the Hangar Museum family membership for 1 year, Winsport family mini golf package valued at approximately $88. Creepy Creatures Canada also has done a sponsorship.
There is a lucky bear that you can win. They do like ugly teddy bears. It's kind of
One-of-a-kind terror bears, resin art, and abstract paintings for your choosing.
This one is a terror bear or lucky bear.
Ah. And of course, a shout out to West Legal for sponsoring both tracks this year at Flat Track Derby.
Karma jamming for the Deers.
Salem Bitchcraft for the Dam City Rollers. The Rollers taking lead jam.
Karma dancing around on that outside, does get through. But Bitchcraft gets lead. Those of us who just joined the chat here on YouTube, I am watching the chat, so if you have any questions, fire them away. Karma's picked up 4, looking for more.
Looking for purchase and calling the jam.
Bitchcraft did get 3 points. I just had to call that jam before any more points were scored by Karma. And if I'm not mistaken, I think this might be Andy Linkwood's first game back in probably 3 or 4 years.
Coming up next, we've got Chaos for the Rollers and Rocket for the Deers.
Rockets through the outside.
Taking lead jam.
Rocket now on their scoring pass.
Rocket breezing right through the pack.
Rockets picked up 4. Looking to get a couple more.
And calling the jam.
They did not pass anyone, though, to get points, so they only got 4 on that jam.
But closing the gap a little.
Deere's highest jam yesterday, 16 points, both Budge and Skidlet. Skidlet is not playing in this game for them.
Jamming this round, we have Snarly Simon and Budge. Budge taking lead jam, but getting knocked out.
But it is now cycled back, but there was an illegal hit there by Jester, so Budge does not have to cycle back. Budge comes back up, trying to score some points, and does. Closing that gap now. Well, Snarly still hasn't finished their initial pass, so the bench telling Budge to keep going. Budge turns on the Jets. Has now picked up 4.
And calling the jam. Jane
And
Deere's take the
A
lead.
lead change. If I'm not mistaken, Smash and Dash was the most valuable jammer for Dam City yesterday. And Budge was the most valuable jammer for the Deers yesterday. I have it written down, just not here.
For Jam 10, we've got Smash and Dash. Oh, sorry, Jam 11, Smash and Dash and Blair Block.
We got a forearm call on some. Blair is now gone for a forearm, and looks like they took an insubordination as well. So they'll be sitting for a minute. Excellent advantage for Smash and Dash now with a power jam, a 1-minute power jam. There's a multiplayer to Luscious Lynn. Smash and Dash hits that tripod, a locomotivator glitch, and Dewey. And locomotivator is now going to the box. Lots of penalties here on this jam for the Deers. Blair now back out. Trying to make up for a lot of lost time. But Smash and Dash just keeps going. Calls that jam off, freezing locomotivator in the box, but does score 12 points.
Retaking the lead for the Dam City Rollers.
Wah, 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 wah. But you can hear us on the stream. That's what's more important. When you want to rewatch.
And of course, for those watching live, we are in the chat for YouTube.
Karma has lead. So there's a failure to reform call on Slaying Mantis. No pack was called. Karma now on a power jam. Deers are holding back, trying to break up that pack a bit. And Karma does get through and scores 4. Karma's now coming back around, trying to score some points. Scarlett trying to make a little bit of space for them, knocking her up that tripod a bit. Jester cycling Karma way back. Excellent bridge work there by Dam City. And Jester catches Karma again. Karma coming through on the outside. Almost got past Jester. No pass, no point. And we have a star pass. Jester now your jammer record for Dam City. Karma coming up on this pack. Nice apex jump there. Does score 1. Didn't quite land the jump.
But closing that gap, only a 2-point spread.
These closer games are a lot more fun to call than there have been some blowouts.
Chaos and Rocket jamming for the Rollers and the Deers, respectively. Rocket taking lead jam. Rocket snagging a quick 4 points and calling the jam.
Oh, looks like, you know what? That is Dozen Roses out there. So Dozen Roses did replace someone. Oh, Dynamite Roll is not actually in this game. There we go. Bud just cycled back. No lead has been established yet. Smash and dash being held by Andy and Hermione Danger. And there's a forearm call on Budge. Smash and dash knocked out by Chevy. Cycled back a little bit, but does finally get lead gem. Hard fought 40 seconds.
Power jam for the Rollers. Smash and dash finding a way through.
Lead change and calls it off. Freezing Budge in the box. Budge, I'm going to say, has 10 seconds, maybe a little less in box because they are just started standing. So Budge can still get lead jam coming out of the box. If you start the jam in the box as a jammer, you can get lead. But if you go in during the jam, you cannot. This is Bitchcraft. There's some excellent work there by the Dam City blockers. That was Diva and Ruckus. No pack call. Looks like that was a double call on Kitty Carnage. So I think Kitty Carnage took a double penalty. So when you do take a penalty, you have to go directly off the track. And so if you see Kitty Carnage skated down the track, so the ref was calling a procedural call on them. Our jam. This is Karma jamming against Snarly Simon. Snarly Simon through for lead. Scarla now headed to the, well, this penalty box is different. Oh no, this is a genuine penalty box. Yep. The genuine penalty box, a shame. So 2 blockers in the box. So Snarly is going to try and clear the box. So normally you would see the jammer call the penalty, call the jam off.
Right.
But because there's 2 blockers in the box, they want to get them out before they call this jam off. Oh, and just as Kitty Carnage's penalty expired, big jams by both teams. 9 points for Dam City, 8 for the Deers. There's only been 1 jam over 10 points this game. That was Smash and Dash. Just under 10 minutes left in the first half. here on the West Legal Track 1.
Smash and dash and Blair block jamming.
Speaking of smash and dash,
Neck and neck around the track.
Blair in a foot race with smash and dash. Just as I'm going to call this. Zeros as piece is better than 1 for them and 0 for you.
Absolutely. A reminder that you can get raffle tickets today at the Chinook City merch table. Lots of prizes available. Tickets are $2 a piece.
Have so there's a whole list of vendors, and then it says what track they're on. 47-42, 5 points. Deere's at a 5-point deficit here. This is Chaos against Budge. I think we've seen this jam before, and Chaos is through first. Excellent work there by Ruthless. Budge is knocked out and cycled back. Budge has a hole on the outside. Almost gets through. And once again is held up. That is Ruthless still holding them up. And now Jester. Budge pushing that pack to its limits. Looks like there might have been a penalty assessed on that jam. Oh, Chevy Impaler is off for and Andy Linquin. So we got some layovers that we can see here. You can see points per jam. And this little toy says, so you can see kind of how the jams have been going for each city. Dam City had a couple big ones. Calgary, not bad. Jam back on. There's a Blair block.
And Salem Bitchcraft taking lead jam.
Chased by Luscious Lynn. Blair, excellent toe work there, being able to stay up. Calgary only has 2 blockers on the track, so trying their best. Lynn catches just enough to cycle them back. Cakes is taking a cut call and has head to the box now. Well, there's a call on Chevy Impaler again. Lots of players going to the box. Oh, nice move by Blair to dodge that block. Just gets out of the way of Diva. Bitchcraft cycling back. Looks like they were going to try and clear the box, but Calgary going to start on a massive advantage for this jam. So normally you can only have 2 people in the box, but because one of the blockers is standing, they can sit the third person down. So they just stood up, so Karma will have only 1 blocker to get past, which is Jester.
An opportunity to close that gap.
5 skaters on the track total.
A strange start to the 20th jam.
You don't see 3 blockers in the box very often because it's very rare for it to happen. And Rucker is taking a cut call. Karma takes a hit by Jester and stays up and inbounds. Smash and dash knocked out by Scarlet, but Scarlet went out as well, so Smash doesn't have to cycle back. Now Rolling Blackout head to the box. Dash able to get through. Oh.
Karma definitely taking advantage of a smaller pack.
Karma did sneak 2 more in there for a total of 10. That is their highest scoring jam of the day. And Smash and Dash picked up 10 as well.
Just under 4.5 minutes left in the first half.
Yeah, look at the score, 65-56.
It's like a palindrome.
The palindrome score. Rocket going against Chaos. Rocket just gets a cut. Multiplayer on Luscious Lynn. And Chaos gets through and does get lead.
Now there's 3 of the Deers on the bench.
This is possible. This is more, but one's a jammer, so it's a little bit different than 3 blockers. Excellent opportunity. 69 points for Dam City. Hee hee. Oh, knocked out. Chaos was knocked out by Locomotivator, but because they were out of play, did not count for points. Oh, big hit on Rocket by Gingivitis. And now Rolling Blackout headed back to the box. Feel like they just got out. And Rocket finishes their initial pass. Chaos calls that jam off. 2.5 minutes left. Let's take a glance at the penalties for these two teams. Chaos. So our penalties so far, Dam City, Cake sitting at 3, Jester at 2, Hanimal at 1, Bitchcraft at 1, Diva at 1, Ruckus at 2, Slaying Mantis at 1, and Crazy Carnage at 1. And we'll look at the Calgary Deere's penalties here in a sec. After this jam is ended. And Snarly Simon on the outside, or inside, so it gets lead. And Budge gets through. Oh, Chevy almost had Simon on that line. Oops, I forgot to take that off. There we go. So Blackout at 3. So Karma and Hyde are the only 2 Deers that have not taken penalties. Everyone else has got 1. I forgot to hit that. I feel bad. People missed that jam. It's all my fault. One minute left. Salem Bitchcraft versus Blair Block.
Blair taking lead jam.
And Bitchcraft, that's the first star pass I think we've had this game.
Second.
Second?
Second.
Two points. Calls that jam. 45 seconds. We got enough time for just one more jam. Karma on the line against Smash and Dash. Oh, Phantom Blocker caught Scarlamaim. Phantom Blocker's the only one allowed to hit before our jam starts. Karma quickly got lead. Now 2 Dam City Blockers in the box. And Karma's picked up 4. Now chased by Jester. Jester hoping to sneak 2 more points in there right before the end, but they do not. Karma did get 2, pick up 6. Brings their score at halftime here to 84-64. At halftime, who are vendors that people can check out here?
Lots
Phil?
of vendors here on track 1. There's the Alberta College of Massage Therapy, ACMT. They have on-site massage students to help ease those aches and pains from on and off the track. We also have Derby Girl Chocolates, fun derby and non-derby themed homemade chocolates. Friday Socks, offering purposely mismatched socks. Been known to do that myself. Full Mobility Chiropractic, also on track 1. They have they're on site to treat skaters and officials. Be sure to book your appointment today. Offering a Flat Track Fever special, which included $50 treatments and custom-made orthotics for $300. You don't want to pass up these amazing prices. Also have Move More Osteopathy, here to connect with the roller derby community regarding movement, recovery, performance, and overall quality of life. Pop by their booth today to learn more. Oh, and they're offering glitter tattoos. We have Nerd here on track 1, gear and accessories. If you're having issues with your skates, see Projectile for a little skate maintenance. We also have So Proud for some other repairs. The Queer Gift Co., queer-themed tees, hoodies, and other accessories. All designs are family-friendly and celebrate pride and the queer community. Untamed Fernie, designs made for the busy woman who wants to look and feel fabulous. Untamed focuses on creating everyday clothing that is practical and comfortable while also being fun, flattering, and unique. Each piece is enhanced with a special touch by collaborating with local artists, printing their artwork onto fabric, and incorporating their designs into the creations. And finally, Velmira Delights, that have some gluten-free snacks, including cake pops. And just a reminder, you can get raffle tickets at the Chinook City merch table, $2 donations, and lots of amazing prizes. We'll be back in just under 13 minutes.
And we're back. Just under a minute. Quickly glance at our penalties here for the Deers. Glitch sitting at 1, Blair Block at 2, Scarlet Mame at 1, Locomotivator at 1, Luscious Lynn at 2, Chevy Impaler at 2, Andy Delinquent at 1, Rocket at 1, Rolling Blackout at 3, Budge at 2, Dewey Decimate at 1, and Hermione Danger at 1. Penalties for Dam City. Jester at 2, Cakes at 3, Hannibal at 1, Salem Bitchcraft at 1, Diva at 1, Ruckus at 3, Gingophytus at 1, Slaying Mantis at 1, Kitty Carnage at 2.
And we are just seconds away from jumping into the second half of Dam City Rollers versus the Chain Deers. Currently sitting 84-64 for the Rollers.
Oh, let me pull the chat back up. If anyone online has any questions.
Our first jam of the second half, a smash and dash against Rocket. Rocket quickly taking first lead jam of the second half.
Lynn knocks down Smash and Dash, not quite able to get back in front of him. Stretch that pack right out. Rockets picked up 4. Looking to try and get a couple more.
Rocket calling the jam from the ground.
Heavy hit. And Rocket is called for a low block on that play. Rocket did pick up 6. You are still responsible for what you do even when you get hit. So Rocket did get called for a low block. Rolling blackout now, head to the box. Scarla was pushed. Looks like that was back at the end of the track. They were not in the pack. That's why they did not have to cycle back. Snarly hassled by Andy Delinquent and Chevy Impaler.
Rocket back on the track.
Just gets past Ruthless. Box is empty.
And Snarly calling the jam before Rocket approaches the pack.
Well, Snarly was just letting Rocket get a little bit closer to that pack, trying to kill some clock. Dam City's in the lead, so they want to eat a little bit of clock when they have the chance. If they were behind, they would have called. Snarly would have called that earlier just to make sure that jam gets called early. Blair block on the line against Salem Bitchcraft. Looks like we got a multiplayer call on Luscious Lynn.
Blair taking lead jam.
Gingophytus is now taking a call as well. Blair trying to sneak some points. Calls that off. Takes a hit while calling that off. That was Kitty Carnage.
Take a moment to remind you that you can buy raffle tickets for a $2 donation today. At the moment, you can win a Callaway Park 4 general admission tickets, and there are 2 chances to win the Creepy Creatures Canada package.
We got Karma on the line against Chaos. Those 2 were teammates on Beat Generation. They actually did a road trip. We went to Kalamazoo. last April. Karma manages to get through, took the star off. Sometimes your blocker will take it off just to kind of sneak through. Karma, big hit there by Jester. Able to stay up and inbounds. There's a cut call on Kitty Carnage. Luscious Lynn, big hit on Chaos, but not able to keep them down. Oh, Karma just went out.
Just by a toe.
Oh, and it was a forearm call that knocked them out, so that means Karma didn't have to cycle back. They did get the full 4.
The Dam City Rollers having broken 100 points after the 4th jam in the second half.
That's what I like about roller derby. At the end of that jam there, Karma ran into Ruthless. Did take a penalty, but they're on the ground laughing about it. So Karma will be starting this jam in the box, along with Luscious Lynn. And looks like Gingivitis. And Smash and Dash, able to take advantage of that full offense. Smash and Dash smashes down Dewey Decimate. Dewey Decimate's back up. And Karma back on the track. Still has to do their initial pass. So Smash and Dash will hold off to call like this. Smash and Dash picks up 3 more to bring their total to 7 on that jam. 111 to 76.
Still over 23 minutes left in the second half. A lot can happen.
And here comes the timeout by Calgary. Well, we have a timeout. I'll show the penalties. Well, Phil here reads off some more of our vendors on. They're sitting on track 2.
On track 2, over on the other side, they have Bad Girlfriend Skates. They're here today. They have roller skate apparel, gear, accessories, and more. Calgary Junior Roller Derby and Calgary Roller Derby, home of levels 1, 2, and 3 skaters within Calgary, one of the many junior leagues within Alberta. Check out their table for more information. If you're looking for some items from the Calgary Roller Derby auction hosted online, you can look no further. Stop by and pick up your items there before the end of the weekend. Creepy Creatures Canada is also over on track 2, one-of-a-kind terror bears, resin art, and abstract paintings for your choosing. Mayo Lab, also here today, on-site treatment for massage in Cairo. Make sure to book your appointment at their booth as soon as you can. Only available today. They will not be here tomorrow. Phoenix Fudge, selling fudge, baked goods, stickers, and art posters. And we are back.
Budge on the line for the Deers and Salem Bitchcraft for Dam City. Both jammers really push in. Bitchcraft almost got through, but held up by Chevy and Paler. Now Andy. Now Scarla. Now Chevy. Oh, but does get through. Andy with some excellent offense there to help Budge finally break that pack, get through. Bitchcraft kept glancing back to see where Budge was. Make sure they call that jam off. Slaying Mantis will be starting this jam in the box. We got Blair Block going to be jamming against Chaos. Glitch making some space for Blair, pushing Cakes out of the way. And Glitch comes across and catches Chaos again. Ooh, excellent work there by Glitch.
Chaos still trying to find a way through.
Chaos is now taking the star off. Hoping to pass it. And does get through on the inside. Blair picks up 4 plus 2 for 6. Calls that jam off. Calgary's still down by 31 points. The Calgary Jane Deers and Dam City Rollers out of Castlegar. Karma now back on the line for the Deers. Smash and dash for Castlegar. Smash and dash able to stay up. Oh, but they are called a cut. A forearm. Karma gets through because of that penalty. Karma able to get lead.
An opportunity to close that point gap.
Scarlet in there trying to make some space. And Carla looks like Scarlet stepped outside a little bit, so they did take a cut call. Andy Linkwood trying to make space. Holding Ruthless back. Karma smashes through.
Smash and dash back on the
So
track.
caught heavy by Andy Linkwood. Does finish their initial pass.
Karma
Here-
calling it.
Karma did pick up the full 4, but we're cycled back.
Still a 27-point difference.
Smash and Dash just there talking with Squid. See what the exact call was.
Just another reminder, raffle tickets are available, $2 donations. You can get them over at the Chinook City merch table.
I'm not sure if they're doing a draw at 12:30 for the first 3. I know they're adding more prizes at 12:30.
So
Rocket taking a little bit of the track with them. One thing about tape is that'll make your toast up a little bit stickier. Rockets picked up 4. Looking for a handful more.
track official
Good job,
quickly
Panic.
getting.
Good job.
Rockets snagging 6 points for the Jane Deers.
Panic. Panic. That piece came off over there.
Did the official not just retain it?
They taped a different spot.
Chaos and Budge jamming for jam 10 of the second half.
Budge. Oh, not quite able to stay up and inbounds.
Chaos and Budge, sorry.
Cycled back, but so is Chaos. Budge hassled by Jester and pushed back again. and Chaos takes a cut. Their skate just went out. And sometimes it matters how many hands you put down, too.
Budge doing just that and getting through the pack.
Hassled there by, that was Kitty Carnage. Kitty Carnage takes a penalty for being out of play when that no pack call came. Budge opens up a gap right in the middle. That's Calgary at 96. Chaos is now back out. I do believe Chaos is still technically might be on their initial pass. I'm not sure. Yes, that was Chaos's initial pass. Budge still holding on to this jam, trying to get through. And this jam's going to come to its natural conclusion. So I'm guessing Chaos got lead.
Timing out the jam there.
They got lead and then took a cut.
Only a 17-point difference now. Just over 15 minutes left.
Panic.
Oh, timeout.
It's over a little bit further over there. Where Rocket caught the skate was right around there. Right around there somewhere. It was where Rocket caught their skate. Somewhere around there.
Once again, while we're in a timeout, a reminder, raffle tickets can be bought $2 donation over at the Chinook City merch table. Current prizes are Callaway Park 4 general admission tickets and 2 options to win the Creepy Creatures Canada pack.
One is a painting and one is a lucky bear.
Go and check it out. And of course, a thanks to West Legal for sponsoring both tracks this year at Flat Track Fever.
Our jam line here on track 1 is sponsored by Full Mobility Chiropractic. Our pivot line is sponsored by WFTDI Canada. And our penalty boxes on both tracks are sponsored by Genuine. I think WFTDI Canada did both pivot lines, but our jam lines are 2 different people.
And we're back. Jane Deere's have just crested 100 points.
Blair pushing on that pack.
Both jammers breaking through, but the rollers taking lead.
Both break through close to the same time. Smash Dash just ahead of Blair. Looks like Smash Dash is lining up for some jammer on jammer action. And Blair quickly through the pack. And Luscious Lynn is going to the box now.
Smash calling it.
Instead of skating all the way back, they decide to call it. Dam City will be starting 2 jammers in there, 2 blockers in the box. Diva and Gingivitis.
Luscious Lynn for the Jane Deeres.
There's an opportunity for Karma. He only has Jester, and I do believe that is Ruthless to try and get past. Going against Snarly Simon, who has Blackout, Scarla, and Randy to deal with. And just for ahead.
Once again, jammers neck and neck.
And that is a cut call on Snarly Summon. And Andy Linkwit now heading into the box as well. That means we are skating for the full 2 minutes. Karma has picked up 4, looking for more. Really hoping to close this gap. Excellent track awareness, knowing that even though they got knocked out, Jester did too. Karma being leaned on. Is knocked out. Gets back on the track. Knocked out now by Jester again. Oh, big hit here by Jester on Karma. Karma was skating backwards, hoping to get past that pack. This pack is getting stretched out. Andy Linkwood and Jester trying to bridge it.
Both jammers being effectively blocked. But that times out the jam.
Karma takes off that star to look to pass. Looks like 12-7. The Deers are now only down by 11 points. Just over 12 minutes left. Rocket now on the full mobility chiropractic jam line, going against Salem Bitchcraft. Big props to all of our volunteers out here today, whether they're photographers, NSOs, skating officials, the medics. The medics, the most important people. You can't have Derby without medics.
Rocket breaking through the pack, taking lead jam.
There's a forearm on Locomotivator. Medics are that one volunteer position you have to have every game, but you never want to have to use them. I want them to waste the full game just sitting there watching it. We do have a star pass now. Rocket has pulled the Deers within 3 points. Nope. Let me check. Yeah, 3 points. 124-127. Chaos now going to be jamming against Budge. I want to see this last kind of 1, 2, 3, 4. These last 6 jams, Calgary just able to close that gap right up.
Just over 10 minutes left in the second half. Chaos jamming against Budge.
And Budge quickly gets through, but it's chased by Chaos. Budge, recognizing that the Deers are at the back of the pack, calls that jam.
Not a chance.
Usually what would happen is you would want your team to get in front so you can get some points, but they didn't want to risk Chaos being able to get any. Smash and dash on that full mobility chiropractic jam line against Blair Block here on the West Legal Track 1 of Flat Track Fever 2026. And Smash and Dash is cycled back. Blair's pushing this pack to its limits. Dewey trying their best to try and bridge that pack. Does tumble. Smash and Dash gets through first, though. Blair right on top. Smash and Dash looking to get a couple points. picks up 2. Blair picks up 1.
A very, very close game.
Just a reminder for the rest of our day here on track 1. We have Team Ontario taking on Team Northern BC today at 11. That is your next game. 1 o'clock, we got Avalanche taking on Evil Roller Derby. Then at 3 o'clock, the Pikes taking on the Gas City Inferno. And finishing off the day, we have a slight change from what the original schedule was. Windy City Wipeouts taking on the Rocky View Rebels. And then to finish off the day, guess what we have? Shenanigans.
Chaos breaking through.
Karma and chaos. Chaos, I don't think, heard the bench. And then the bench says, just keep going. Just keep going.
Chaos calling it.
Knocked out hard there by Chevy Impaler. Four points apiece.
7 minutes left.
Only 4 points. This one's going to become right down to the wire. Squid there just checking with Buster Bobbles. Check to see if Kies did actually pass anyone, get an extra point or 2 in there. Rocket on the line. Going against Smash and Dash. And both jammers are cycled way back. Rocket able to get through and secures lead. Just what the Deers need. Smash and Dash crashes hard and takes a penalty. I think that might have been blocking with the head or a high block.
Rocket over to the penalty box, sponsored by Genuine.
The Genuine penalty box. That's a high block on Luscious Lynn. Smash and Dash trying to make some hay. He got 1 minute left in this jam. Rocket running into that Slaying Mantis, Jester, Gingophytus. Manages to get through for 4. Rocket goes inside, outside, does pick up 4 as well. Smash and Dash, you could tell it's the end of a long jam.
But it's almost over. Sneaking another 4
Sneaks
points.
another 4 points in there right at the end.
Tying up the game, I believe.
No, I think Smash is going to get a couple points here too. I got 4. 145 to 141. And that is the Deer's highest scoring jam of the game.
Both teams gaining 12 points, still that 4-point spread. Jam 17, Salem Bitchcraft facing Budge. Sorry, Jam 18.
There's a multiplayer call on Andy Linquent. And Budge gets through and gets lead. And is being chased by Salem Bitchcraft. 2 Deere's blockers in the box.
Budge saying nope.
Budge picked up 1, calls it off. 3 points. At least one of the blockers got out of the box. So your pivot and delinquent will be starting this one in the box. Taking penalties, living up to that name. Three minutes left, 3 points. This is a nail biter. Blair against Chaos. Chaos fighting at the front of the pack there. Glitch, Locomovator, and Scarlamame doing their best. Glitch catches Chaos and cycles them way back almost to the full mobility chiropractic jam line. Blair's now pushed this pack to the limit and gets a no pack and forces Cake to be able to block and forces a penalty. And delinquent, being a delinquent, and heading to the box. Starting in the box, go back to the box. Chaos opting to play a little bit of defense here. Blair, I think we have a lead change. Chaos right on Blair. Blair getting ready to call this. Chaos looking, knowing it's coming before they're going to get there.
Just under 2 minutes left. A 1-point difference.
Oh, guess what's coming? There's Tiki coming to the line. We're going to have a timeout here. Just over a minute and a half left. Let's rattle off some sponsors and some vendors.
Absolutely. Our sponsors, the Jam Line, sponsored by Full Mobility Chiropractic. The Pivot Line by WFTDI Canada. The Penalty Box, seeing a bit of action recently from Genuine. Of course, the track is West Legal, both tracks here at the Acadia Rec Center. Another reminder that there are raffle tickets available, $2 donation. You can get them over at the Chinook City merch table. At the moment, the prizes are a Callaway Park 4 general admission tickets and 2 prizes from the Creepy Creatures Canada, the Lucky Bear, and
a painting.
A painting. I did get a look at it. Would look wonderful on any wall.
Quick little glance at our penalties. Kitty Carnage has fouled out for Dam City. Luscious Lynn has fouled out for the Deers. Rocket going to be jamming against Smash and Dash. Potentially our last jam, but potentially not. And our jam is on. Rocket gets that all-important first lead jam. Super important.
You can hear excitement from the Deer's bench.
And Ruthless has taken the star for Dam City. Rocket scores 4, calls it, puts Calgary up by 5 with 1 minute left. Our next jam is going to start with like 40 seconds left.
Another timeout
50
called.
seconds. Now Dam City calling a timeout.
Once again, a great chance to get those raffle tickets. $2 donation over at the Chinook City merch table. You can get 2 prizes from the Creepy Creatures Canada, a painting or the Lucky Bear, or a Callaway Park 4 general admission tickets. For $2, that is a steal. And once again, shouting out our sponsors, the Jam Line from Full Mobility Chiropractic, the Pivot Line by WFTDI Canada, Genuine has the penalty box, and West Legal for sponsoring both tracks this year at Flat Track Fever.
Yeah, 50 seconds left. Enough time for one. I have seen 2 jams in 50 seconds. Be tight. Dam City do have 1 timeout left after this.
Truly anyone's game.
This may be the closest game of the weekend so far. Lots of low-scoring jams. This will be Rocket starting again against Peacemaker. Lead jam on this one is super important. Peacemaker pushing, that's Glitch, Carmen rolling Blackout. Rocket just has to get past Jester and Ruthless and Chaos.
Rocket getting pushed back.
Glitch takes a cut. Oh. Peacemaker, you could see, thought about taking off that star, but didn't. And Rocket's going to the box for a power jam. Peacemaker hit by rolling Blackout. Peacemaker comes back to the pack. Glitch heading to the box. You can hear the bench yelling to call it. They do. And 4 points for Peacemaker puts Dam City up 153 to 150. Your unofficial final score. Dam City on that last jam pulls it out.
Stealing 8 points.
There will be no high fives, but we will be doing MVPs. Keep this track on, this day on track.
Quick shout out to some of the vendors while we wait for MVPs and scores. Our vendors here on track 1, the Alberta College of Massage Therapy, ACMT. We have Derby Girl Chocolates, Friday Socks, Full Mobility Chiropractic, Move More Osteopathy, Nerd, So Proud, The Queer Gift Co., Untamed Fernie, and Velmira Delights. High fives being passed out quickly before the next game.
This was, I think, our closest game of the weekend so far. I think we had a game yesterday that was 8 points. I think the Thrillers won their game by 8 points over the Pikes.
Big smiles all around. Heck of a match.
I would like some MVPs. MVPs, please.
Please come down here for MVPs.
Your most valuable jammer from the Dam City Rollers. 403 Smash and Dash. Your most valuable jammer for the Jane Deeres. Number 9, Karma. Your most valuable blocker from the Dam City. Number 401, Diva. And your most valuable blocker from the Deers, number 0, Glitch. Now get off the track.